Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and right now I'm sanding one of my poof daddies, and I'll show you what I gotta do to these things. The beauty is just one poof away, so to speak. Alright, you ready guys? And now you have a glove. I got some more work to do to that one, but that's not what this video is all about. I just wanted to show you guys doing that. I wanted to show the finished product for the train, and I wanted to show you how to install the AEA 357 or 30 cal. They should be the same. 30 and 357 should be identical, and they may fit others, I don't know. You just have to research the distance between this and the size of your tubes and go from there. So I wanted to show from the time you get it out of the box, the way you got it, to the Bison train system. Now, what brought this on to begin with was the fact that there's a barrel droop here. It's wide. It's not as wide here as it is here. So I decided to start making barrel bands to go on. Well, basically all this barrel band does is keeps it aligned this way up and down. It does nothing for this side to side. So if you grab your gun, and since these are tight fit or press fit, it's going to hold that position, and then next time you go to shoot, it's going to be off. You're going to be like, what the hell? Well, that's why. So you should never actually grab your gun by your barrel. First of all, you got salt on your hands, dampness and grease and oil and all that stuff comes off your hands onto this, and then it starts to react. So stop touching your barrel. Alright, but anyway, so then I decided to go with one with a set screw in it. Well, I wanted to change the look of the gun, so I decided, alright, this will take care of the up and down and the side to side, because this one's got a set screw in it, whereas the originals did not. They were a press fit. These, you can make them fit however you want. But anyway, so this is how you get your Challenger, and we're just going to start off by taking the shroud off. Alright, and then we're going to take the stripper off, because now we're not going to use it. I've already got all my baffles out. So the first thing you do is your train kit. This one here is just a prototype. This is not the finished product yet. By the time you get it, it will be. It's already on the printer. So this is the washer, and it's got a flat spot on the bottom side of it. That is to accommodate the distance between the tank and the bottom of your shroud nut that's up next to the breech itself. So you take and turn that around with the hollow side towards that, and all this is a beauty cover. It does nothing to help anything except to make it more appealing to the eye. So that covers the threads, and it protects them too. Alright, so then you've got 3, what I'm going to call trains. So you take your first train and you slide it in all the way back and let it push up against the beauty cover. Alright, so then we got the second one, and then we've got the third one. Alright, did you notice how it lifted? This one's a little, I got it adjusted out. Alright, so then we'll put this one in. Alright, then you don't set any set screws. That's the last thing you do. So then these kits are going to come right off the 3D printer. All I'm going to be doing is tapping and putting set screws in them. These are up to you to adjust, because not every gun are the same. There's no way that every single one of these that fits mine is going to fit every gun out there. I know that because my buddy William bought one, and he's got the 30 cal, and the shot trays should be identical, but they're not. They don't fit. What fits tight in mine fits loosely in his. So, but these come where you do the adjustments to it, you file and sand, and if you're not handy with the file and sandpaper, then maybe you shouldn't be watching this. So now, what I've done is I've filed the inside of this until it fit nice and press fit. I like press fit and set screws at the same time. There's no room for error. So I just take 180 sandpaper, this stuff right here, yellow sandpaper, and I'll just fold that like that and go in here and just sand it until it takes a bunch out. And then I'll take my hand and turn that and test fit it. See, mine fits. I didn't have to do that. It did need a little bit more out of it. So, but anyway, so then we go ahead and put our barrel band on it. And like I said, they are press fit. When you get them both on there at the same time, it's a little harder. Alright, so you push back as far as you can go with them. Now you take the set screws, and they're going down to the tank, and they are plastic. So you just take and turn it really lightly until it stops. That means you've bottomed out. Same thing with this side over here, because it's the same thing as doing your scope rings. As you're tightening, it's moving something somewhere else. So that one is tight to the feather. Alright, so now we're just going to give it about a quarter of a turn, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Now these here, now they need to be adjusted, because not every piece on a 3D printer is consistent. So what we're going to do is we're going to level these to the barrel, but we're not going to put no pressure on it. So we're going to start off by taking that one until it stops, which it has. I just back them out until it's loose, and then when it stops on me with a light touch, I know I'm there. That one actually was a little too tight. Alright, so then we go over here, same thing, turn it real lightly until it stops. And the beauty part about this is I don't have to take my scope off to do this. And we're just going down until it touches. That's it. That's all we're doing. Once it stops with a light touch, that's all you need. It don't have to be tight. All you're doing is taking up the slack. So now, both sides of each train is parallel with that barrel. So now this barrel has its own cradle. It's sitting in there nice and pretty. It's not going to move. The barrel band keeps this from moving. And the set screws on the barrel band, with that and all the contours, the barrel's not going to move side to side because we are in a cradle that fits this tube and the barrel perfectly. Because remember, what I did was I took a barrel band like this, and in my 3D printer program, I cut the bottom of this off, I cut the top of this one off, and then I stretched that, because then I ended up with that pattern right there. So then I just stretched that to get my length, and then I added the holes and the lines and everything like that. But because I used the barrel band that is a press fit, then you know that this half of this cradle is going to be perfect. This half of the cradle is going to be perfect. So this thing is perfectly aligned all the way up. There's no way it can't be. So then, now that we've got that done, you're done with that part. Now you get to put your suppressor on it. And there you got it, sporting a Poof Daddy, which is backwards actually right now. That ain't even threaded, it's just slid on there just to get you guys a look at it. But this is basically what it's going to look like. And this one here is a misprint, but I'm just using it as a test subject to show you what it looks like. The original Poof Daddy has 2 black bands on each side. For some reason, my printer didn't print the band on this side. It printed it all the way up straight. You can see the groove where it would have been. But this is the second mistake I've seen my printer do, and that's not a good mistake. That means that I would have to take it out and lathe and turn that little bit off of it. But anyway, there is the AEA Bison train system, Bison barrel train system. If you want one, let me know. Send me an email and we'll get together on. Now, I haven't got a whole lot of these in stock. I'm going to be printing these as I go. I'm not going to go print 10 of these things or any of them until I've sold one. So when I've sold one, this is going to be the process. You hit buy and I start the program in the printer. Now you have to allow me, oops, I didn't realize that was going to turn. You have to allow me at least a day to get my ducks in a row. Because I may get part way through the print and something happens that it screws up, then I've got to start all over again. So you need to be patient when receiving this. You will get it, but you need to be patient. I think this is a beautiful design, and not only does it look good, it works good. So the next thing that you're going to see about this Challenger is going to be shooting. If we can ever get a decent day, it's either raining, snowing, sleeting. Still yet, just the other day we had sleet. Day before yesterday, sleet, and the day before that was snow. And here we are in April, I think. I'm not sure what month we're in yet. But anyway, these are really can be used or done in different ways. Now, remember, I used a barrel band to make these. So that means that when you run your finger across this, it transitions itself perfect, because this was a barrel band. The only thing I did was cut the bottom off of this and added holes, bottom and top. So as you can see, the set screws are in the same location, because I used the pattern that I made for this to make these. So you can take these and dip them in paint, camouflage paint, whatever. You can paint them. If you want them purple, make them purple. Do whatever you want. You can make this thing all purple and paint this purple, then sand it. And when you get done sanding it, you'll have all these purple dots. That's how that would work. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and kind of gives you a little understanding about the Bison train, barrel train, and how it works and how to install it. Like I said, on these here pieces right here, you just barely, I mean, just to where they stop. You're not wanting to tighten anything, because when you tighten, all you're going to do is lift your barrel. You don't want to do that. You want it to be a cradle, and it to be riding all the way across it, not only in the middle. So, you know, that's why it's important. That's very important to just go to where it stops. That's it. With a real light touch with the screwdriver. You have to have the feel for it. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.